So who really cares that you went to Nottingham to get the cake? You know, more fool you for going to Nottingham to go and get food as well. Like, more fool you, Bab, respectfully, because it come like you are literally like a send out. I'm not gonna lie, that's what it comes like. Because why is it that Kyla can send you to the shops to get onions that are 15 minutes away and stuff, and why is it that Chevs can send you all around the world and you don't back at Ireland, you just brum brum, I'm in me mum's car? Like, this is a little bit crazy. Then you lot have been on this app talking about safeguarding and how people should safeguard their kids and all of these sort of things, but then people are putting up messages in community groups on Facebook talking about come to my son's party.
I said, you know what, I rang my mum. I said, Mum, I don't want to drive back right now. Do you mind having the dog for another night? So that I can book a hotel for another night and I can drive back in the morning when it's time for checkout. Mum said, yeah, that's fine. I said, okay, cool. I booked the hotel. I've got a screenshot in my emails. I think I booked it at like 2-3 somewhere in the afternoon. That's how you know it was a late booking. Yeah? And then when the party was done, I transferred. By this time, Chev's mum was there, so there was more vehicles. We've moved everything back down to Chev's house. We're chilling in the house. What time do you leave after a birthday party, guys? And you hadn't checked into your hotel yet? You're leaving at 7 something when the kids are getting tired. Is that not 7 something, not a normal time to leave? And she was going to sort out whatever. I said, yo, and I texted her. I said, yo, I'm gonna go book into my hotel. When P's in bed and that, I'll come back. Oh, you sure you're gonna come back? I've got all these messages. I don't need to lie. But when you're gonna so if you guys can't see that Chev saw the opportunity to make herself a victim from this friendship, because she's not been a victim before today, you know, there's nothing to talk about listen, if you guys have only just got here, that's your business. I've been speaking about everything. Yeah, I've been speaking about everything. There's no boy to talk about. Yeah, Chev's twisted this sick narrative, and she's sick. She does it to everyone. She did it about Taxman.
Huh? She did it about Taxman. Huh? Anyways.
She does it about everyone, so I'm not even playing this game. I just know that in my heart, I was a good person. I did the most when it came to helping out for that birthday because it was such a shamble. There was no boy's hand. Are you okay? We was fucking... If it was so fucking dodgy, why did we tell Shafiq that the boy trapped his hand? We was leaving. He trapped his hand. Jay lifted it. I was going to leave the boy to leave his hands fucking trapped because I don't give a fuck. But...
I did. Hi. Sorry, Sammy, say that again, my love.
Am I right to just be here for visuals?
Yeah.
Thanks. Big up, everyone.
So, guys, you've just heard there was 2 key points there that I just had to slow down, yeah? One of them being, yeah, that she said, big up yourself, Nash, that she said, yeah, that Chev does this to everyone. Who's this? Oh my god.
Well, I did have because obviously in the recording the accent sounds more strong.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt a bit troubled downstairs. I just needed clarification on the comment. Did I hear incorrectly, or did she say that she didn't care the child's hand was trapped?
Oh yes, that's what she said. Would you like me to pull it back?
Crazy. because
Let me just pull it back for
he
you.
is
Hey,
the
I just want to
same
say
age
one
as
thing before you put it back, yeah?
Carlito, right? 2 years old. Madness.
Yeah.
Plot this. So the same taxman that she said Chev's lying about, is that not the same taxman when Chev said what she said, SN and QD was running down?
Yes.
Oh, but now all of a sudden, because her man's been come out with all of this, now Chev's lying on taxman. Make it make sense, bro. So either Chev was lying or she was telling the truth.
Chev's a liar, I'll be real. Don't forget she phoned social services to tell them my daughter was being, yeah?
Yeah. What about the Claire's Law and all of these sort of things? Yeah, the recordings and these sort of things. The only thing that, and if you guys clock what SN is saying, yeah, when you go back to the Tax and Chev situation, the only thing, yeah, that she could be talking about is to do with Taxman's baby mum and the little girl and the FaceTime calls and all of these sort of things.
I just
Do you not remember?
Sorry, Len, I'm just really troubled because I myself own an ottoman.
Yeah.
Mine matches my bed, and when it traps your hand, it hurts.
It fucking hurts. So the fact that she was going to leave the child's hand in there and then say she don't give a F, but this is somebody who wants to actively... That's worrying.
Fingers.
I'm just putting it out there anyway. I'd rather look like a Labubu than have that sort of nonsense. What your man has got on his name. Yeah, you've taken it down, you've done whatever. It still remains the fact. Jamal Belgrave, or whatever his dusty name is, has paedophilia on his name.
And
Made
the
that
only thing looks like a labubu round here, Kai, is breadcrumb. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I heard that. But yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Let's listen back to the recording.
My man lifted it up and we went out about our business. There was no fucking dodgy shit. I was stood right there.
Oh shit, sorry.
Nothing dodgy. So the fact that she's
Why did you not let me put it back?
spinning a story
Look, listen.
listen, if you guys have only just got here, that's your business. I've been speaking about everything. Yeah, I've been speaking about everything. There's no boy to talk about. There's no boy to talk about. Yeah, Chev's twisted this sick narrative and she's sick. She does it to everyone. She did it about Taxman. She does it about everyone. So I'm not even playing this game. I just know that in my heart, I was a good person. I did the most when it came to helping out for that birthday because it was such a shamble. There was no boy's hand. Are you okay? We was fucking... If it was so fucking dodgy, why did we tell Shafiq that the boy trapped his hand? We was leaving.
There was no hand. There was a hand.
Trapped his hand, Jay lifted it. I was going to leave the boy to leave his hands fucking trapped because I don't give a fuck. But my man lifted it up and we went out about our business. There was no fucking dodgy shit. I was stood right there. There's nothing dodgy. So the fact that she's spinning a story to make her fucking viewers come back is actually sickening, and she can do so because I've also reported this to the police because there ain't no motherfucking way if crimes have been committed. Both the Chev incident and the Dior incident have been reported. So I've reported the things that you were claiming are crimes. I've reported. I drove my ass to Ellen Road and I sat down and I said, yo, this is what's going on. Yeah? So there you go. Okay, the comments keep saying, but why was he charged? He wasn't. The article's been taken down because it was false information. The article's gone. Like, guys, I've got an article on the internet that talks about me going to jail. I can't get it removed. But you guys can keep sharing this article because when it pays for my next round of IVF, I'm going to say thank you. Literally, like, the newspaper's being taken to court. I'm taking it to court. So you lot keep sharing it. You lot keep running it up. I'm going to screenshot. I'm going to screen record. I'm not... There was no boy's hand, but you just named the sister. I say... I don't even take that one seriously, bro. His hand trapped, and Jay lifted up the fucking ottoman thing, and we left. And he
Live when Chev was
In Dubai.
Yep, and done the whole story thing that she got arrested. So if she was fleeing to Dubai due to neglect, why was you by her side every step of the way? Why would you want to be friends with someone that neglects their child?
Oh.
So something ain't making sense here because you were her friend the whole way until the whole time she come back.
Even was scamming people. Yeah, if we remember, even was trying to go to extreme lengths to scam people because she was trying to tell people so that the business was still open as usual to go and buy bonnets and all of these sort of things. And you was going to be sending out the orders and all of these sort of things. So if you was telling her to not take her child and all of these, yeah, why was you then on live promoting that you were going to be taking over the business? No, that you had taken over the business and that people should still buy purchase orders and business was going to resume as normal. Why was you saying these things if you knew that your friend was fleeing from social services? And if you believed that there were safeguarding concerns, then why was you on the internet doing the most?
Yeah, because the concerns couldn't have concerned you that much.
This is it. This is it. And why is she not talking about why they actually fell out? This is what I don't understand. I mean, I personally believe like there is truth to what SN is saying, but then I feel like there's half truth, and like, I feel like everyone is like, all of them are lying, to be honest. But they're saying they've got screenshots and stuff, so put them out. Let's see what one. Let's see what one. If you're saying that Chev is a liar, then come and show the screenshots. I mean, it is a little bit dodgy though that this is like the first situation in history that Chev hasn't pressed live to talk about.
Yeah, but it's just a lot of things because, like, if she done this to Taxman and Chev is apparently lying about Taxman, how comes you were taking part in bringing down Taxman as well, who would have been an innocent man if Chev is lying? That's what I'm concerned about. Is that knowing that someone's innocent and condoning foolishness to bring someone down.
Oh wait, so Chev has been live. I must have been sleeping.
Oh, I thought you said Chev is... No, I didn't say... I thought you said something else, but yeah. No, Chev did go live, yeah.
Okay, so she did go live and she did address things.
Yeah, her and BD went live.
Oh, my bad. Hear me giving false information. So what was she saying then?
I wasn't there for it. I was doing stuff and it was my background, so when I didn't really hear. I think they were just addressing things in it, but I don't know exactly what was said, to be honest.
So this is a letter. This is a letter that SN sent to the socials, I believe.
On who?
To back Chev's case. Wow.
Wait. If there is concerns about someone neglecting your, why would you? Oh, this is madness. Because why would you support it? Would you just not get involved if you didn't agree with it or if they were doing fuckery? So therefore, you must agree she was a good mum to an extent for you to do this.
I would like to affirm the credibility of Chevy's assertions regarding online harassment. I've witnessed many events where Chevy has been subject to distress and inappropriate behaviour online. This behaviour has been most prominent during 2023, so most recently as February 2024, and is persistently finding new ways to resurface and cause distress to Chevy, which hasn't helped her enjoy the most important time of her newborn. Glenn has been on social media platforms such as Twitter, TikTok and Discord using the name Taxman Tempz to join in on conversations. Big up the Discord to the world and fucking back. And we scream one Discord badness, yeah? Why? To join in on conversations to bolster hate campaigns and reveal personal details of her life and using her son as ammunition in these conversations. I've personally witnessed Glenn post on Twitter to slander Chevy and posting private pictures and videos of her son. I also witnessed him sit down for hours to talk about Chevy in groups of people he doesn't know any of those participants just because they also dislike her. It has been most alarming to see frivolous situations on the internet be turned into character assassinations and the topics be deflected into questions of Chevy's personal life because of the account of Glenn and his personal feelings. I've witnessed Chevy's efforts to handle these situations with resilience and composure. The nature of the online harassment outlined above has undoubtedly had a negative impact on her well-being. I have noticed a shift in Chevy and her everyday mental health, which is a direct impact of the things she's experiencing due to Glenn. I believe it is crucial to acknowledge and address this matter seriously, as online harassment can have severe consequences on an individual's mental and emotional state. I am willing to cooperate and provide any additional information or context required to support Chevy's case sincerely. Whose fee? Does anyone know this person? Yeah. So this is that was a message that Chev has posted up to state that what SN was involved, was sending messages.
She can go and chat shit on her live, like she has been doing us at Fives Cartel the other night while she's running a segment on me, showing messages from 2023. Like, I'm fighting of anything that I say. Well, you did. That's why you're on my phone wondering what to do and how quick can you get out of the country because you don't want them to take your kid. Yeah? Don't fucking do that with me. And I don't give a fuck about what any of you think and any of you have to say. That's why I've been letting you run your stories, but now I'm here to tell you, keep posting the article because it's due to pay me and it's due to send me for a round of IVF because you lot love to talk about the IVF. Make it pay me, yes? Make it pay me, yes. Make it pay me, yes. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, and I've addressed DR. I've told her to go to the police, and I will address it when the police come knocking and tell me the facts. Because I'm never going to take nothing that comes out that Discord as a gospel. Yeah? Chev can jump in a car. Chev can. I don't care. I don't care. KD Knots, I don't know. I can't tell you who DR is. Because I can't fact check nothing. There's nothing over
Hey,
here.
sexy bumbo.
So what she needs to do is hand him that evidence, and then the police can investigate. And when the police come knocking, that's when I will address it. Yeah, that's when I'll address it. Because she can. When I was here in ages, I heard that from the years of like 2012 to 2015, she was 11 to 12. I don't know how that works. No, the article. Listen. The article got removed because it's false information that's in it. That's not what my mum was in court for. And you know what? If this wasn't so sick, and this wasn't, you lot didn't do this the way that you did it, like if I didn't have...
She said that's not what her man was in court for. So his record isn't that clean then, because he has been accused of something and he was sent to court for something.
People contacting people I went to primary school with. Yeah? Then I'd have come here and I showed you his history. I'd have done that. But I don't need to do that. Are you mad? You don't believe whatever. I don't give a fuck. What about my YouTube video? I was sexually assaulted as a child a few times. Where do we go from here? Oh, it wasn't to do with minors. Yeah, Facebook strangers, Matty, I didn't lie. I heard she came online and said that no one's got no secret for her. There's a fucking party was empty like dancehall, but she forgot to tell you the part where she put out the invite on Facebook in, do you know, the local community groups, and she had some random people in there. Yeah.
What are you asking? So what did he get charged for? What about this? What about that? The article's been taken down. If you want to go and ask what happened, go and contact Hannah McGrath, the journalist who wrote that article. She currently works for a financial company. She's not working in journalism anymore.
What the fuck? No, mate, you at me saying, if it's not true about your man, then right, Chev, what the fuck does Chev know? Because clearly, I was friends with Chev for all this time, and the only thing that she's been able to do is come and spin a narrative that makes things sound you decide that, oh, I would really like you both to be godparents, that's the moment. Please get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah?
So they were asked to both be godparents. Did you not hear that? They were asked to be godparents. Because when people were asking Chev on the app, she was saying no one ain't gone to no stand on no altar. But
the article is shit. My man don't have that on his record. Yeah? You don't believe whatever. You don't believe whatever.
let me
I'm not
pull it
here
back for
to
you.
be. That's the moment that you decide that, oh, I would really like you both to be godparents. That's the moment. Please get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah? The article is shit. My man don't have that on his record. Yeah? You don't believe whatever. You lot believe whatever. I'm not here to make you lot believe me because my man's not. I'm not even with my man anymore. Yeah, I'm by myself so that I can have this conversation without any interruptions because my man's not on TikTok and he's not going to come on TikTok for this segment. And no, Norma, because
Exactly, Shona.
I'm not even mad. Someone get rid of Norma because if Chev had anything, yeah, Chev right now is scrambling through the messages to try and find out what else you can bait out, and I'm not frightened for any of it. Bait out whatever the fuck you want because you actually don't know my real life. That's the funny thing. You can talk about TikTok people and you can talk about conversations we've had about TikTok people. When it comes to real life, it was you on my phone asking me for advice, not the other way around. Not the other way around. I never came to you with relationship problems or family problems or any of that. But you came to me with all of that, and I don't need to sit here and talk.
I said I need to restart, yeah? Are you sure? 1 second. Yeah, but all the comments are speaking about Chev now, I said, and I think that you've spoken about yourself.
Yeah, Chev, I'm not even doing all that, guys. I'm not here to do none of that. But what I will say is, this isn't a situation for me to start out with Chev. This wasn't a Chev segment. Chev inserted herself for the clout and the viewers, and I couldn't give a fuck. I actually couldn't give a fuck. Because before she comes talk about everything else in her own life, she wants to come and spin a narrative on me. Yeah, that was my point. Yeah, the fucking segment is whether is this article and then obviously Dior's message. I've addressed both of them. You lot can feel however you want to feel afterwards. But I'm here. I've spoken. I've not been hiding. But obviously, when you bring something of this magnitude, yeah, sorry, but my real life comes first, guys. I don't need to be on the internet.
Can Missy and Lucy join here? Yeah.
You did it. She get it. You've done it. Has it affected my real life how you expected it to? No. You messaged my sister. You messaged my cousin. You messaged my mum. You got someone to ring my uncle. I'm still.
Big up for the likes, guys, man. Thank you.
My family know the truth.
It's really serious and it's not a segment. So how can you speak about charges that have no longer?
Because I don't know none of you realistically.
How are these lot saying, how can you talk about... so now they're basically trying to say that we don't need to speak about it because the article is no longer up. But this isn't making any sense. This isn't making any sense. Like, wow.
Yeah, I think I said let's leave it there. Just consider that update. You lot treat it as a segment. I treated it as a real thing. Me coming off the internet to go look in the background and work out what the fuck is going on and how the fuck to sort it out was me treating it like a serious allegation. You lot decided to come on TikTok and green screen people, my mum and the people in my family, people I love. You guys even went as far to go on company's house and and pull up a Samantha Marie that lived in Derby with a Terence John and said that was me. You had Griselda's fanny
Oh my
flocks
god, I'm on stage. Oh, how do you use my phone?
Oh, hiya.
because she felt like I was on this internet lying about my age and I was actually 33, closer in age to her. Do you know how crazy that is? Do you know how wild that is when I've been on this internet, yeah, screaming out my name, yeah, when you lot fucking tried to think that you had something on me because you knew my name, and I owned it.
You think when real life allegations are being put on
and I
people's
said,
own
well, now,
businesses?
you lot keep calling me Samantha. I keep saying my name's Nadine, and here you are still talking about Samantha. You got fucking black bloke going SNN, and you think that man knows me.
SNN?
You think that man knows me. Anyone that knows me in my real life would never come and chat to you lot, because you're all crap. You're all crasses, yeah, you are all crasses. Anyone in my real life knows that TikTok is TikTok, yeah, and what did they do as soon as they seen your fake accounts in their DMs? They blocked you because they're not interested in the shit that you've got to spin. And
SN, your connection's gone bad, but yeah, that's when you lot stopped treating it serious and it turned into a segment. When you started rescreening SN's mom.
when it comes to the work stuff, I'm not involved with the business, but what I will say is I think you've never owned a business. When it comes to people relying on payments from other people and then there's discrepancies, obviously.
Thank you.
Sorry, my phone is belling off. My phone is belling off. People get upset and write things on TikTok.
This girl is just doing a lot of waffling, guys.
My phone
It's a lot of waffling.
is actually belling off, guys. Sometimes these things are calling you. My phone.
Just answer their call. Just answer their call.
God damn, man. They're chatting shit.
I don't even find that she's talking fast.
I understand, guys, that when you say, oh, it's a lot. Yeah, I understand, but what you don't realise is it started from something that was untrue. Something that shouldn't have been on the internet, and somehow it slipped through the cracks, and somehow it was there, but it's been removed because, and listen, if I could get my article removed, you know, a factual article, I would, but I can't. Because it's factual and it's public interest. If this was true, this would have been allowed to stay up. And I am suing, yeah? I am suing. You lot on TikTok don't have fuck all for me to come for, yeah? So, I've just, anyone that decided to feel like they could contact anyone in my real life, I had to report it to the police. Sorry, I've got to protect my mum. Yeah? You can't get to upset my mum and you're not going to get upset in real life. Sorry. So anyone that decided to take this off of TikTok, why would I sue? Because this is damaging. This is damaging, yeah? And where there's a blame, there's a payday, yeah? There's a payday. So none of you can tell me that I can't get paid for this, because I can. And people are taking it very seriously. Yeah, that's why the article came down. It's not been long. It's down. Yeah? And you lot that think that you can puff up your chest and bang on your chest for me now, slime, I told you a year ago. Pull up. Keep telling you lot, yeah? You guys keep fucking talking on the internet and doing loads of weird stuff, but no one's come.
So this shows you have to sue within the law. So there's a strictly within one.
Oh, wow. 1 year. Strict 1 year limitation period for bringing such claims. It should only be extended in very exceptional circumstances.
Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? And I couldn't give a fuck where Lisa is. Lisa, yeah? 14-year-old at 16. That's a pedophile, guys. That's a pedophile. You know, so a woman, but you guys are not taking it
Thank you,
was touching
Tamika.
kids. What about Lisa that touches kids?
Hera.
Thank
What
you.
about Lisa that touched kids? Yeah,
Where
Lisa.
did you get that from, though? Is
What
that
about Lisa
she's
that
making
actually
that up,
touched
right?
a kid at
She is talking about rare talks. Thank you, Exfoliate. She is talking about rare talks, okay? Now, Lisa, legendary Lisa, has come on this app and she has spoken about this situation herself. No one was never 14. It was 15 and 16, okay? Respectfully, the situations are not the same. They are not the same, and it's actually quite sick that you're desperate and you're like clutching at straws to like paint that narrative. How did you find out about the story, SNN? You found out about the story because Lisa has spoken on this app about it. She's also spoken in the Discord. Like, she's spoken about this. So
No, I remember she has spoken about Red Talks, but I just can't remember it.
14 and 15, like, that is not, they're both under the consensual age. If we're gonna really talk about it, they're both teenagers. It's not the same, babe. It's not the same compared to what was on your man's name. I don't know why you literally like always go for Lisa. I'm so confused. Do you feel like you can be the only mixed race in the village or something? I'm literally so confused, like the only mixed race girl that's gone to jail, because it doesn't actually make sense. Lisa's spoken about this, Pinky, like numerous times, like literally numerous times. No, honestly, guys, it's actually not even funny. Like, I feel like she thinks she can be the only mixed race girl in the village that's gone to jail that has a story, like, because it doesn't make any sense. Like, she was always competing about whose jail story seems more better, who did more things, and like, it don't make sense. But anyways,
I don't know that. I don't know who Dior is. So when you sat over there going, but Dior's not her real name. I know that. I know that. So go to the police. Dox yourself to the police. And then I'll talk about it. Until then, I've got nothing to say on it. I can't talk about messages that I didn't send in 2012, 2013. But when I asked PJ who the fuck could this girl be, he said, well, there's only 4 girls that it could be, and they were all our age. So what the fuck do you want me to do? Go to the police and go take it up with your alleged abuser. Until then, I've got nothing more to say on that. You guys can cry about it all you want. Because the initial thing was, as a minor, he was touching minors. And I did my investigations because I'm not a dickhead. I'm not a dickhead. I'm never going to sit here and come argue something that I don't know to be 100% fact.
no, but you didn't come and argue, did you? That's the whole point. You shied away from it.
You should know that about me by now. I only come on live and talk about...
And continue to lie down with him whilst you was finding out your information. So you saw that article, and every night whilst the article was up, you was lying down in the bed with him. And now, because the article's down, you feel safe to continue lying down in the bed with this man. Who?
things I know to be facts. So when you're questioning where I've been for 2 weeks, investigating, I'm doing what you guys have been trying to do. The only difference is I have a little bit more of a reach. The reason why I have a little bit more of a reach because I've been laying down with a man. So when it comes to his history, I get that. You guys said Lisa the other day was...
Pause. She just said she's been lying down with the man, so when it comes down to his history, she has more of a reach because she can get that. So if you can get that, why did you not know about this article?
talking about, because obviously I said to Black Hope that, like, if it was such a, like, because he was trying to make him out to be some guys, some, like, terrible guy, I said to Black Hope, if he's such a terrible guy, why hasn't the Claire's Law come back yet? Why hasn't the Chev
that is such a poor thing to say, yeah? Do you understand how many people probably put in requests for Claire's law, Sarah's laws, and all of these sort of things? Like, what sense does that even make? Respectfully, respectfully, men, boys is what he's after. So the risk is very low, actually. If we're looking at it, the risk is actually very low. So that it doesn't mean that you're gonna get the Claire's law or the Sarah's law back any quicker than the average person. That is not a like, what kind of analogy is that? Like, please.
Welcome back here, because when you apply for one of those, they risk assess it. They see if you're in danger, but they also let you.
The same risk assessments that jobs and things will do. The same risk assessments that, like, I've even had to do when working, yeah, to sign someone off who's got a criminal record. But because the criminal record was 5, 6, 7, 10 years ago, yeah, we would sign it off because the risk is very low because the charge was done years ago. Do you get where I'm going with this, guys? The risk assessment, like that's neither here nor there, respectfully. That's neither here nor there. Like, think of, like, what? That's neither here nor there. That's just like when DBS and stuff have a backlog. Yeah, you would never believe it, but DBS have a backlog when it comes to Christmas time because of all the father Christmases, yeah, that they have in Hamleys and all of these sort of places, yeah. Like, legit, this is not even a joke. There is backlogs, yeah, sometimes, and literally, like, DBSs can take time to come back. However, certain establishments might risk assess it, you know. They might risk assess that Father Christmas, because he may have been in that shop 10 years in a row and he's never had a criminal record on his DBS. They might risk assess it and say, actually, they don't believe that there's a risk. So they will have him on the shop floor interacting with your kids, okay, until the DBS comes back, and they're going to hope and pray that the DBS comes back clear, and they're going to risk assess him to say your DBS is clear, right? Based on the last however many years DBSs that we've seen, we believe that this person can be on the shop floor. Risk assessments don't mean shit. It doesn't mean that you haven't done nothing. It doesn't mean anything. Like, don't be so silly. It sounds good, but respectfully, you're not telling us what this man was charged for. So you've come and you've just covered shit on top of shit. Like, it sounds like a really good story, but considering the fact that people were even able to find this article, you gotta come with something better than, oh, I don't need to justify anything to you guys. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. She's shouting to sound truthful, but it looks guilty. It looks very, very guilty. Or what was on remand for? What was he on remand for? Exactly, what was he on remand for? Nobody knows. But I know damn well, yeah, it can happen. But how clean is his record if he was able to sit down in the dunya for 2 years?
Know about anything from arrest